Jalen Green is one of the top dunkers in the NBA, even though he is just a rookie. He's been one of the top dunkers in whatever league he's ever played in, whether it was high school or in the G League or now in the NBA. So let's get down and let's check out how he's able to jump so high, the muscles he uses, but also the footwork involved in getting those dunks. Let's get down, let's check out Jalen Green. Okay, so in this first clip, we're having a screen and roll by Jalen Green and one of his teammates. He goes in for a massive, massive dunk. Now, what all started this was, of course, the screen and roll, but at this point, he splits that screen. He gets between the screener and the screener's defender. That man is also called the hedge man, or the hedger. At this point, he gets between those players, which is crazy for how small of an area that actually was for him to get through. And then he goes for a massive penultimate step for a massive dunk over a Precious Achiuwa. So as soon as he splits that screen, he takes that one dribble and then he goes with a massive penultimate step with that right foot going heel toe, and then he brings that second foot around, extending it well past his body and on his toes. This is 100% what you need to do to be able to get massive height. Also, by going off of 2 feet, if you do have a help side defender who's trying to block your dunk, going off 2 feet is going to really help you elevate past and through those players. Going off of 2 feet is a lot more stable. You get a lot more of your core involved and your hips so that you can withstand that hit if you were to get hit in the air. Now we see Jalen Green attacking the baseline. He gets a help side defender involved now, and he needs to go up for that dunk. And that's exactly what he does. This is massive air considering that he is not necessarily a very tall player. He's only 6'6", which is absolutely not a 7-footer at all. So going up with 2 feet, going in the paint, going up against 2 players at 6'6" is very impressive. And how he does this, when he drives, he gets his shoulder in front of the shoulder of his main defender. Once he gets past that player, he takes one more dribble and then he goes for a quick hop. He goes off of his left foot into a hop. Now, what this is doing for him is really engaging his hips and his lower back, and he's using his shoulders right there as momentum muscles to be able to help extend his hips so that he can get up into the air. This then allows him to be able to dunk, but also that foot kick right there where his feet kick back up. That engages the hamstrings, which also helps you jump a bit higher as well. And then on this fast break, massive penultimate step, he's going to go right here, heel toe, and then he kicks that left foot around. That left foot is to get onto his toes to engage the calf and the Achilles. The Achilles is the springiness behind your jump. He's also, of course, using his arms. Look at his arms well beyond back of his body. That is so that he can engage his hips and the momentum of his shoulders to be able to bring him up into the air. Again, kicking those feet back up. That is, again, to engage those hamstrings and glutes so that he can get up into the air and smash down some nasty dunks. It also helps here that he does point, telling his teammate that, hey, I have an open lane. Send me that lob. Also, he's understanding, he's looking at the play. He sees that there is a defender who has his back to him. Another defender who has his back to him. Nobody is paying attention to him. And because of that, with that pointer finger, that's telling his teammate, send up that lob, and that's exactly what he does. At that point, he is now timing his jump. He is taking long strides. That is, again, very important. You want to take long strides to be able to time your dunk. You don't want to be going stutter, 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 stutter. You want to take long strides to be able to get as much power as possible and speed into your jump. And this is a lob pass going down for a 2-on-1 situation. He could have easily just stopped and passed over the ball to Porter for the dunk, but he decided, hey, I'm going to go and catch this ball on the left foot. This is, again, perfect footwork, so that he catches on the left and goes right left, again, going into his penultimate step. Heel toe and then toe. That leg well extending past his body to push him into the air, being able to basically leverage his body into the air, using all of that speed that he's built up laterally to make it go vertically into the air, and making sure that he's on his toes again to engage that calf and the Achilles will help you also fly as well. In this clip, we're watching him cut backdoor. This is actually a fantastic move, and we can really learn a lot from it. This has got less to do about the dunk, but more about what he does here. He fakes up like if he's about to use his teammate Sanguine as a dribble handoff. Because of that, that moves that defender in the way to try to cut off the ability for Jalen Green to use that DHO. And because of that, Jalen Green's able to fake that and then cut backdoor. This will allow him to have that wide open lane to dunk it. So it's not always about footwork, it's about what you do before that drive, before that cut, to be able to get that open lane open for you so that you can do this as well. Also, knowing what to do before you even get the ball. When you're cutting to the basket, that ball is coming to you, you should already be thinking at this point what you're going to do, so that when you do catch that ball, you know you can go up for that dunk. Because if he caught that ball and thought, well, what am I going to do now? Well, guess what? That helps side defenders here, and that shot, that dunk, would not be there. And because of that, hit out and pass it up to a three-point shot, who of course is wide open. However, would you rather have a wide open three or a wide open dunk? Guess what? Momentum comes from dunks. That dunk may only be 2 points while this is a 3-point, but by making that massive dunk, posterizing that player right there, essentially posterizing him, you have now created more momentum for your team. I hope that this video helps you be able to jump higher in basketball, dunk the basketball better, but also be able to create open lanes for yourself to drive towards the rim. Make sure to go check out my vertical jump training book if you're a kid, because it has no equipment that is needed, down in the description below. I'll see you guys again next time.